Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly focus for the week of September the 2nd. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Let's just turn to the cards, shall we? Find out what they will reveal for your week ahead. Okay, here we go. Look at that. We have the Justice card. What doesn't work in your life? Let it go. Okay, where are you fighting the current? Let it go. What's not working for you? It's not coming together. There's a reason for that. Let it go. What doesn't bring in the value or support or the love that you need? Let it go. This is a time to embrace your passions, embrace your desires, your dreams, to make a commitment to yourself that you're going to go forward in a certain direction, to embrace your passions. This is the time for you to make that commitment to yourself, to give it the focus, to give it the attention that it needs to be as successful as you can see it in your mind. Absolutely. Our first card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that you have reached a point in your life here where it's time to go forward. It's time to move into the next phase of your journey. You've accomplished so much, or you've experienced so much, and you can build upon those accomplishments, those experiences now, and step into brand new paths because of it. That you can, it's kind of like you can branch out, that you can go in different areas if you so wish. So look at where you want to go and then start networking yourself. Start networking that idea that you have in your mind. See if it takes some roots. See if it gets some traction. Okay, connect with others. Talk about what you want to do, where you want to grow. Let curiosity lead the way. Like maybe you've always done it this way, but you've always wanted to know this part of the journey. And now you're looking at that part of the journey. We've got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is not a bad energy. It is telling you that you have walked the mile in order to get to the here and now, that you've been through the fires, you've been through the chaos, you've been through the tragedies, the stresses, the ordeals, the chaos, in order to get to the here and now, in order to have learned what you have learned, in order to grow those talents and those abilities that you now possess. Okay, this is a time when you may feel a little worn out, like you really just let me rest, I'll catch up later kind of energy. But really, you're going to start to feel that sun breaking through the clouds. You're going to start to feel that warmth fill you. You're going to push yourself up from that ground. You're going to dust yourself off. You're going to stand straight and tall, and you are going to go forward with a bold strength, decisive steps to exactly where you want to go forward. You see the way clearly now, or you're starting to feel the energy of understanding the clarity that can come in. Okay, we may not have the clarity yet. I kind of jumped the gun on the clarity. I'm not sure if the clarity really shows up this week for you, but you have to start with that belief in yourself, that calling, that passion, that dream, that desire has always been somewhere just out of reach, to keep you motivated towards that, to keep it in your eyesight, to not let it fall by the wayside, because you would be returning to it one day to step into it on a whole new level. And so this could be a time when you're stepping into it on a whole new level. We've got the Five of Cups. This is about raising the belief in yourself. Okay, to tap into that bit of energy that you're getting right now, or that boost of confidence, and to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do this. And I don't care if you've tried 99 times before. This will be the time when, wow, I'm glad I gave it one more try, because everything just came together so naturally. Okay. I would have to say with these cards to maybe look more in your own backyard for the opportunities. Maybe you are stretching too far out. With social media and stuff, we forget that we have a backyard, we have a community around us, that there are local opportunities in order to do things in our life, that we don't necessarily need all the social media and talking halfway around the world in order to grow our connections, to strengthen who we are, our goals for our tomorrow. So I would look for opportunities within the community to grow right now. Absolutely. I wouldn't, there could be something in your own backyard that you are overlooking because you're on Google every day trying to find it out in the World Wide Web, when actually it's just across the street or something. I think you might, just go, oh my goodness, I can't even believe I was overlooking that. And it could be something very, very local and convenient for you to, and you already have that reputation. You already are known for that. People will just be automatically gravitated towards you in some way. Okay. And I think that alone will boost your confidence a little bit. And you have this energy. I really believe with this card coming out first that you have the energy to tackle whatever you want to go after this week. Overriding this energy is the King of Swords. Yes, you have, and it's a perseverance or a determination that you have this week. You're going after a goal, a dream, a desire. You're investigating it. You are curious about it. You want to see how you can step into it, how you can transform your life in some way to have that as part of the picture going forward. And we have the Six of Swords. So, yeah, definitely know that you already have what it takes to be successful wherever you are looking. It could be in love and relationships, it could be in work and career. Absolutely. It could be in other areas of your life as well, right? It could be home, family, it could be our health, our well-being. It could be 1,001 things, really. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole for you. You take what I'm giving you and try and apply it to your life right now. So how it fits naturally, because it is a collective reading for all of you cancers, and not every cancer is having the identical life right now. It's far from it, actually, right? Very different in many areas. Okay. um you're ready to go into some kind of uncharted territory, or unknown territory, or uncharted waters. And so that could bring in a little bit of hesitation, that you're not ready for this, you don't know enough, and trust me when I say you do. Okay, with this card being your very first card, you walk in with a knowledge that nobody else possesses. We have the Nine of Cups as our very first card as we come into the week. So we are setting intentions. We are thinking about our future. We are thinking about our passions, our dreams, our desires, about growth in many areas of our life. Okay, I just named a few. And this is wishes fulfilled. So this is especially at the beginning of the week. I mean, set your intentions. Ask the universe, ask God, your angels, for help in securing your way forward. Okay, to step into the flow, to bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the surety and the clarity and the understanding, so that you can be very successful going forward. Although I think that you will, regardless. And you may feel like you are kind of out of your depth, maybe in some way, and that's okay. Don't worry, it'll be a very short window of where you actually feel like that, where you almost feel like an ownership of what you're doing, like you've always, you were always meant for this moment in time kind of energy. As we leave the week, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is by, don't give up too easily. It's perseverance. If things don't go exactly the way you expected it to, just back it up and think it through, okay? It won't be the first time. It won't be the second time. It may not be the 50th time, but you're really on a brand new path here. And if you just commit to it, you will find that you were on the threshold of abundance this whole time. That door towards prosperity was only a knock away, one step. I mean, you're sitting on the threshold of the door of prosperity and abundance. So, what lays behind the door? What are you dreaming of? What are the intentions you're setting? Because you are closer than you realize right now in actually making those thoughts, those visions of your tomorrow into something that is tangible, something that is part of your reality going forward. So, I think in some ways you got to break out of that comfort zone a little bit here. Okay. And to trust in yourself and your talents and your abilities and what you already bring to the table. And to not shy away from um, an opportunity just because you feel limited in some way, or you feel overwhelmed, or you feel unprepared. Kind of face that fear and go through it rather than turning away from it, and get decisive in your steps going forward and saying, no, I'm doing this and I'm giving it my all. I'm going to give it my focus. I'm going to give it my attention and see where the path lays ahead. And you will start to make your own path towards that. You will strike out in a way that nobody else has. For work and career, we have the Knight of Wands. Everybody seems to be getting the Knight of Wands here, and that's kind of my no man's land kind of energy here. We have to look at our past. Okay, first part is looking at our past, understanding our accomplishments to this point, the talents, the abilities that we bring to the table, what makes us, stand apart from all the others, and utilizing those things in the here and now. What do we actually have to work with in order to ensure our success going forward? What gives us that launching pad to catapult us into the new experiences that we desire, our passions, our dreams? And the third part of this is asking for the advice. So once again, it's about putting your intentions up there and saying, don't just say, gosh, I wish I had a job. I want a job within 5 miles of my home. I want it to be mornings. I want 20 to 30 hours a week. I want it to be in the pharmaceutical professions. Put a little bit of detail, give it a little bit of thought, grow it in your mind a little bit about what you're really actually looking for. Make it a little bit more decisive to bring in exactly what you are striving for. Okay, don't leave it so willy-nilly. I hear willy-nilly. What kind of expression is that? Don't leave it so wide open. Bring it into, more of your focus of what you truly desire going forward. Maybe you want only weekends, or maybe you want only days, or maybe you want to travel within the experience and see the world through maybe teaching other people, or doing workshops, or building communities, or building corporations, whatever it may be for you. Okay, to give it some real thought and depth, because, and I think curiosity, when you start doing that, your curiosity will start going, I wonder if that's possible. Could I go to that country? Could I do that? Could I go to that state? Could I go to that province? Could I go to that town? Could I flourish in some way? And remember, it's all going to start in your own backyard in some way. I really do kind of get that. There's some kind of local opportunity that just is like the launching pad for all the other ideas to come into fruition for you. We have for love and relationships the devil. I would have to ask where you've been giving yourself away in the relationship, where you could be wanting to create comfort and coziness and happiness and pleasure within your home life, within your family life. You're letting go of some old ideals of what a relationship must be and must not be. I mean, if you look back 50 years of what a relationship should have been, might have, it changes, right? I was explaining to a group of young people the other day, I was adopted, and they were like, oh, I've never met anybody adopted. But in my age, there was probably 4 or 5 kids in my class that were adopted because of the way society was at the time. So, as our thoughts change and our perceptions change and our way of thinking changes and our way of living changes, so do our ideals that maybe that we were born with also need to change with the times, or maybe Maybe something we thought was taboo at one point is now very acceptable, and we are still living under a thought pattern that it's taboo, and it's not. Like, it's redefining some of those things, I think. Okay. And, have some communication over it, have some talk. And I think what will happen is those things that have held you back from really giving yourself in a relationship, or maybe you've given too much of yourself in a relationship. Okay, and taking back some of your personal power could be either of those things. But what you are really doing is releasing a lot of negatives in your life that have led to some bad choices in relationships, to now free you, yeah, liberate you into a new way of accepting and giving love in the world to another. Okay, I think there's a heavy focus here on your family, on your intentions going forward of what you want to create. I think you're very and determined as well in how you are going to create this in your life. I think you're determined in a lot of areas of your life. I think you just have that that determination in you right now. Or maybe it's an energy boost or something, but you feel more alive, or you feel more like going after, giving you feeling the gusto. There's another one, willy-nilly, now feeling the gusto. Okay, let's pick another card here. Ace of Wands. Finding a newfound balance. Okay, transformation is scary because it kind of upsets the apple cart a little bit for us, and it's about finding how we can change and we can transform and still remain to keep the balance in our life of happiness and joy, celebration, love, our money flowing well. All things working together as one, because sometimes that's what prevents us from actually moving forward in the way we want. Is, well, it's kind of comfortable here because I know what to expect. And sometimes not knowing what to expect is the real thing that opens you up to a whole new world of experiences. So, Cancer, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.